to We Talk Cricket. England again proving their dominance at home, coming away victors in this first test versus Sri Lanka. And seriously, despite your fight, Sri Lanka, and I saw you fighting, you just couldn't close it out. Anyway, my peeps, let's jump into it. We had Sri Lanka batting first, being put in at Lords. If you notice, this is a tactic England's been doing lately. Winning the toss and bowling first. And I was surprised that there's always been a little bit of rain. I don't know if they've been praying for it, but there's been a little bit of rain every time. Like the West Indies were there, they put them in first. Sri Lanka are here, they put them in first. And seriously, I've been noticing something, that batting second, especially after it rains at Lords, seems to put you in a good driver's seat. Alright? But we did have Sri Lanka batting first. Recovering, might I add, you from what, 60 something for 5 or something like that, ending up making 236 all out with Dhananjaya De Silva, the skipper, top scoring with 74 and receiving some good support late down the order from Milan debutant Milan Ratnayake, who made, if I said that wrong, forgive me, who made 72 as Sri Lanka were desperately hanging on to something, hoping for a partnership, and when these two came together, got exactly what they were looking for to raise their hopes and get them to a respectable total. Seriously, they were in early trouble with the move and delivery. Their battles were all over the place, and at one point I'm like, we're looking at like a below 100 par total right now. But De Silva came out there, he's like, look, I'm gonna lead from the front. And you know, that's the one thing you gotta love about skippers. When they step up in there to lead their sides, they lead their sides. And it's amazing to see it. And he did just that. Milan came in there down the end innings and just batted the way the top order should have batted, okay? Really did. Great innings from you, my friend. Now, bowling for England, we did have Chris Wokes and Shoaib Bashir, both picking up 3 wickets for the home team as they made early in-runs and just kept at it. England just kept the pressure all the time. Gus Atkinson did support the 2 for 48, continuing his fine form from the series against the West Indies, continuously picking up wickets. Now, England, in their turn, the crease for their first innings total, made 358 all out, with Jamie Smith making his first Test century in Test cricket, making 111. His great run of form continues. I think he was already on 2 half centuries coming into this Test. So to convert one into a century really shows the potential he has and what the selectors, the English selectors, saw in him. Brilliant century, my friend. Congrats to you and well done. He did receive some good support from Harry Brook, who made 56, and Joe Root, who made 42. As they really piled on the pressure, guaranteed themselves a 120-odd run lead over Sri Lanka and put themselves in the driver's seat for this Test match. Bowling for Sri Lanka, we had Asita Fernando picking up 4 for 103, and Parva Jayasuriya who picked up 3 for 85, and Vishwa Fernando picking up 2 for 73. Now let's talk quickly, put down the paper, talk some pros and cons of this first innings. Clearly the wicket definitely still had some moisture on it, especially for the seamers, and England really utilized that to the best of their abilities to restrict Sri Lanka to a total below 250. They know these conditions, they play it all the time, so to see them utilize it was really impressive and really well done from you, England. Congrats to you on restricting them to such a good total and coming out back and getting yourself a 100+ run lead, despite also knowing that the pitch still had moisture. Now, something that I didn't like that Sri Lanka did is that they were pegging at the spinners. But I'm like, bro, the wicket has moisture, it has movement, especially with the new ball. You should run your seamers at this and run them a little bit longer. I felt like they were a little too rushed in bringing on the spinners when they should have kept with the seams. I get it, light was going down, getting low, and they were trying to get through a lot of overs. But I felt like, seriously, when they came out to bowl against England again, they should have ran the seamers a little bit longer and see what they could do. Okay? Just my hearsay for the first innings. Now, Sri Lanka comes back out to bat. By now, they're more accustomed to it. In their second innings, they've made 326 all out, with Kamindu Mendes making a brilliant 113, stepping up to the plate, adding his name to the century makers at Lords, and showing that the Sri Lankan team still had a lot of fight in them. Brilliant innings, my friend. It was entertaining to watch. And sad it was on the losing end, but still a very well played knock. He received some good support from Dinesh Chandimal, who made 79. His fourth 50-plus total. Should have made it 5 for 5 and getting some runs in the first innings, but still well done. I think this is his fourth 50-plus total in like 6 or 7 tests or 5 test matches. So he's still in a good run of form right there. And also Angelo Matthews getting in the runs, making 65 as they put the pressure back on England, turning it around. But I want you to take a look at something now. Let's take a look at who actually took wickets. We have Matthew Potts and Chris Wokes, both picking up 3 wickets each. Now count the seamer wickets right there so far. That's 6, 9, 10, 11, hold on, and Gus Atkinson coming back picking up 2 for 89. 13 wickets out of a possible 20 fell to the straight up first seamers forward and first change seamers for the England cricket team. So my point here is the fact that they were still getting movement, they were still seeing stuff happen on that wicket. Alright? Now set 200 odd runs to win. England comes out and just, I'm telling you, it almost felt like they cruised home to this. 205 for 5 with Joe Root leading from the front with 62 not out. Seriously, I felt like we at Sri Lanka went back to the spinners again. Spin, spin, spin. Come on now. 13 out of 20 of your wickets fell to seamers. We should have seen a lot more seam bowling. And yeah, I know it wasn't going great at first, but still, be unpredictable. Be unpredictable. Anything can happen, right? Wasn't to be the case. Sita Fernando and Parva Jayasuriya both picked up 2 wickets in the losing cause as England takes a 1-0 lead going into the next test. But I hope you learned something from this. Sometimes you gotta move away from playing your game and play the game of the pitch. The wicket was screaming, bowl me seamers. I felt like if you'd have continued that route, you probably would have seen a lot more wickets come your way versus drilling and drilling and drilling for the spinning deliveries. Okay, I get it. You wanted that left arm to right arm combination. I'm all for those kind of stuff, but if it ain't working, try something new. Seriously, Sri Lanka, you're a great test play nation. All right, you gotta show the world what you're capable of once again. Don't let this get you down. Let's see how you bounce back. England, congrats and continue your great form after coming off a great series against the West Indies. Great to see it. I know your English fans out there are just rooting for you and all behind you 100%. But anyway, let us know going forward, what can Sri Lanka do to increase or improve their chances going forward to the second test to come out with a victory? And what can England continue to do to stay on top? Because hey, you know we're going to talk about it. Where else, my peeps, but right here on We Talk Cricket, where you always get a fast perspective of this beautiful game. And I'll catch you next time so we can talk some more. Later.